Welcome to the WatchOut channel. I'm the Haunting Hour 17, passionate about a classic, hinting at a specific time for paranormal activity and content. The video I will share is from the uploader, The Darkest Secret. The video, whether they have truth or not, you are the one who will judge what you have seen and what you have been touched by in the videos. To provide you with many scary and terrifying videos, be sure to watch till the end of the videos. Maraming salamat po, and enjoy
From a
scary
ghost
watching.
that terrifies a mother to a bizarre situation that's starting to occur in different parts of the world, to top-rated videos that will leave you absolutely terrified. Because my name is Leonore Clay, and this is The Darkest Secret. Ready or not, here we go. Number 8. We kick off this new collection with a video that has rocked social media, and from the moment it was shared, it has sparked endless debate among internet users. A young mother, accompanied only by her children and pets, decides to record herself singing peacefully in her home, without imagining that her camera would end up capturing something she never thought she'd see.
Mais embaçam seu olhar e o coração. Ai, mamãe, vai pra sala, vai pra mamãe gravação. Tô já. Se as lágrimas embasam seu olhar e o coração já não consegue mais se alegrar, é nessa
At first, as she sings naturally, nothing seems out of the ordinary. However, in the recording, a mysterious dark figure can be seen looming from the top of the stairs, as if a sinister hand were trying to make itself visible in the shadows. In the end, she notices it. Between feeling confused and scared, she takes her camera and points upwards, but all she finds is impenetrable darkness. The strange thing is that at that moment, no one else was on the second floor of her house, an event that even her pets can perceive. Did you see that? First, her cat slowly climbs the stairs, staring at a point invisible to humans. Then her dog begins barking insistently in the same direction, as if confirming that something is there, lurking. If it were a relative or a brother hidden there, the animals would not have had this reaction. What do you think? A simple coincidence? Or real proof that the world of the living and the dead sometimes intersect in the most unexpected places? I'll read the comments. Number 7. In this position, we find a recording that will surely make your hair stand on end. Two young men, in the middle of a live broadcast, decided to explore an old abandoned house that neighbors had been speaking about with fear. According to them, during the early morning hours, they heard footsteps, screams, and mysterious noises that seemed to be coming from inside, frightening anyone who approached it. Intrigued by these stories, the boys wanted to see for themselves. The tour of the first floor was uneventful. However, upon ascending to the second floor, everything would be different. Did you see it? The camera barely manages to record what appears to be a dark humanoid being hurtling towards them at high speed, passing by them and disappearing immediately. The impact was so great that they barely had time to process it, when seconds later, the same figure reappears, rushing towards the cameraman with inhuman speed. On this second occasion, it even seems to make a sound. Can you hear it? The most disturbing thing is that when they turn the camera after the second aberration, all you see is a wall and a closed window.
Please subscribe,
There were no
like, and
doors,
press
no
the notification
possible
bell.
exit. How could
Maraming
someone in
Salamat
disguise
po,
have
and
vanished
enjoy
like that?
scary watching.
How could they have moved at such speed in absolute darkness? As expected, this video has racked up thousands of views and comments. Some claim it's all a hoax, a simple performance to gain followers. But we mustn't forget something very important. This happened live, in front of thousands of viewers who witnessed it in real time. The boy's reaction also seems almost too genuine, with an obvious terror that's impossible to fake. Are we facing a very well-planned setup, or did they really experience a paranormal phenomena? Number 6. In this position, we find a clip that not only causes bewilderment, but will also make you question what can be hidden in places where time seems to have stopped. An urban explorer decided to explore an old factory, a place that had been completely abandoned for decades, with no signs of human activity. All was dust, rubble, and rusty structures. However, what his camera ended up capturing is something he'll never forget.
What? Jump out!
There, in an area where a huge gas tank was resting, and what appeared to be 2 workers appear, wearing their safety helmets and acting as if the factory was still in full operation. But the most disturbing thing happens when one of them turns his head toward the explorer. No distinct face is visible. The cameraman, confused and terrified, barely manages to keep the recording going. But the most disturbing part comes next. In a matter of seconds, those 2 figures disappear completely, as if they had never been there. This footage becomes even more shocking when we remember that this place was empty. Without electricity, without staff, and closed for many years. So what did the explorer actually see? Could it be the spectral presence of former employees trapped in the same place where they spent much of their working lives? Or are we facing a phenomenon that simply defies all logical explanation? A truly disturbing exploration. Number 5. What lies in this position corresponds to a phenomena that has recently become disturbingly reoccurring on social media. It involves recordings of strange lights appearing in open fields, which appear to interact directly with their surroundings. The last one was captured by a surveillance camera installed in the middle of a cornfield, which captured something that left everyone who saw these images speechless. As you can see in the image, in the middle of the night, an incandescent light begins to sweep across the field, as if exploring every corner, advancing almost intelligently. However, the most disturbing thing happens when the light suddenly shoots into the sky, in a movement very similar to the takeoff of a rocket or something similar, causing some kind of shockwave that crushes the cornfield, forming a perfect circle on the ground. The footage went viral and theories quickly emerged. Many claim this isn't a drone or any conventional device, as the way the light moves seems completely different from any technology we know. This case also reminds us of another one we saw not long ago, where a similar circle also appeared in a field out of nowhere. Do you remember that? Could both phenomena be related? Are these signals we can't fully understand? And if so, being more upsetting, who or what is sending these signals? Could they be beings from other worlds trying to communicate with us in ways we're only just beginning to notice? These phenomena are beginning to attract a significant attention, and similar cases will surely continue to emerge. Number 4. Have you ever had the feeling that someone is watching you? That shiver that runs down your spine without explanation? That pressure in the air as if invisible eyes were staring at you? Well, that's exactly what the protagonist of this troubling recording experienced. A woman, while in her bathroom at home, began to feel exactly that discomfort, the certainty that she wasn't alone. It was then that she decided to take out her cell phone and record what was happening.
Wait a minute. I noticed that 60% of our viewers have not yet subscribed to our channel. So subscribe now for our new videos that are coming soon, and I will upload them for you every day. So be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon to stay updated. Be sure to watch till the end of the video. Maraming salamat po, and enjoy scary watching.
At first, what the camera captures is strange but subtle, the inexplicable movement of one of the towels, as if someone invisible were gently brushing against it. But the truly terrifying thing happens seconds later. There, between the shower curtain, we see what appears to be a specter. First, the tip of a foot peeks out, and then, slowly it reveals part of a pale, sinister, expressionless face staring back at us. A brief encounter, but so impactful that it will chill anyone's blood. This is where a big question arises. Why do these entities behave this way? Why spy, hide, let themselves be half seen, as if playing with the fear of those who perceive them? Some believe their intention is to frighten and feed off the terror. Others suggest they're actually seeking attention, but don't want to be completely exposed, remaining on that fine line between the visible and the hidden. The unsettling thing is that sometimes even talking about these topics or watching these videos makes many people start to feel that same sensation, as if someone were watching them at that very moment. Maybe even right now, as you watch this video, there's someone behind you. Number 3. What you're about to see is one of those stories that seems like it's straight out of a horror movie, but actually happened in the everyday life of a normal woman. She had been enduring unusual phenomena in her home for weeks, objects moving on their own, inexplicable noises in the middle of the night, and the constant feeling that someone else was there, watching her. Tired of living in uncertainty, she decided to take out her cell phone and document everything that was happening. She never imagined that this decision would end up revealing something that still haunts her today. In the footage, we can see how different objects begin to move on their own. A bag hanging sways inexplicably. Objects fall from a nearby shelf without anyone touching them. This alone would be enough to leave anyone breathless. But the most shocking thing happens at the end. Through the glass of the door, the lights on the other side begin to flicker on and off, as if someone were playing with the switch. At that moment, the unimaginable becomes visible. A head appears behind the glass, staring at her. The video quickly went viral on social media, with comments like, "I would never sleep in that house again. That's not a trick. That presence is too real. Or if it were me, I'd be moving out with my entire family already." And despite the skeptics who suggest it could be someone hiding, the truth is that the woman lived alone. What the camera captures appears to correspond to a true poltergeist phenomena, accompanied by the appearance of a presence that shouldn't have been there. What would you do if a face appeared through your door window, staring at you in complete darkness? Number 2. What you're about to see could be the product of an altered mind, or perhaps something much more perturbed. The big question you should be asking yourself at the end, is this schizophrenia, someone on drugs, or someone escaping from something we can't see? The footage comes from a security camera installed inside an elevator in a residential building. It all begins with an elderly woman getting into the elevator. and when she reaches a certain floor, the door opens. Far from waiting for someone to get in, she begins pressing for it to close as quick as possible, as if she knew in advance that what was outside wasn't good.
Please subscribe, like, and press the notification bell. Maraming salamat po, and enjoy scary watching.
The man with a seemingly improvised shield enters, panting, trembling, looking round. The most distressing thing is that he's trying to defend himself from something, but in the recording, absolutely nothing can be seen. At the end, it seems as if something invisible is tugging at his stool, snatching it away just before the door closes completely. The young man's state of shock is evident, and the old woman, who at first only wanted the door to close, now tries to calm him down, unable to understand what the heck is going on. The odd thing is that the young man has marks on his skin, as if he had been scratched on the back moments before. And in the video's comments, many users agree. This isn't just drugs or schizophrenia. There was something more here. One of the most disturbing comments read as follows: I have an uncle who suffers from schizophrenia, and years ago, when he couldn't get his medication, he fell into an altered state. He said a woman came out of the walls and spoke to him in a terrifying voice, giving him exact dates of when a family member would die. She wrote those dates on the walls of the house. When we managed to stabilize him with medication, everything seemed to improve. But months later, we discovered that on those walls were written precisely the date of my grandmother's death, and also that of a cousin, with the exact time and everything. A wall full of numbers that turned out to be real. Stories like this led many to believe that not all episodes of schizophrenia are merely a matter of imagination. In the occult, it is said that some of these attacks are actually direct contact with entities that inhabit another plane, manifesting through the most vulnerable minds. What would you think if one day it were discovered that those visions that science called delusions are actually warnings of something we don't understand? Perhaps the line between madness and the paranormal is much thinner than we think. Number 1. And we conclude with a recording that to this day continues to generate debate, mystery, and more than a few incredulous glances due to its strangeness. A woman, while enjoying the beaches of northern Chile, decided to capture the beautiful scenery with her cell phone, not imagining that at that very moment she would record something that would forever remain etched in her memory. Reviewing the images, she can clearly see a strange, dark object moving over the waves, creating ripples in the water, as if it were a surfer riding the waves with complete ease. But the curious thing is that there's no board, no defined body, just a shadow playing with the sea. Some intrigued locals claim it's Chumi, a local surfer who died a few years ago and who used to challenge that very stretch of the coastline. Others, however, point to a very different theory. A UFO sighting, an object whose supposed invisible field failed, allowing it to briefly become visible. Could it be a ghost clinging to its passion for the waves? Or are we witnessing an unidentified phenomena roaming our shores? I have my own theory about what's happening in this video, but I want to see if you come to the same conclusion. Let's see if you have the same hawk eye. Leave your thoughts in the comment section, as this video has come to an end. My name is Leonore Clay, and this was The Darkest Secret.
Please like and subscribe to my channel. This is a big help to me as a content creator. To provide you with many scary, creepy, and terrifying videos, Maraming Salamat po, and see you again in my next videos. I'm the Haunting Hour 17.